One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Rams will boot it away to start the game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Applewhite. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So the Colorado State Rams offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going.
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on foot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Using the quick game. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Holds it in at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. This one's complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, the ground game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Got his man quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air, it's Madsen. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Coming out with it, it's Webster. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Pittman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The throw to the outside is complete. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Madsen. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ball is free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Madsen. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now on first down from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. Powers through the defender. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
The play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Applewhite. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option, the give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this state
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Looking to pass, it's Applewhite. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Got him downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Daly. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Finds his back in the middle. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Not sure why they want to throw again. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game.